Hamas emerged from the shadows of the Muslim Brotherhood in Palestine. Founded in 1987 during the First Intifada, Hamas quickly became a major player in the Palestinian struggle. The Intifada, a period of intense uprising against Israeli occupation, provided fertile ground for Hamas's growth. Israel, initially supportive of the group as a counterweight to the PLO, soon realized its mistake. Hamas's popularity stemmed from its dual approach. It combined social service provision with armed resistance, appealing to a Palestinian population disillusioned with the PLO. Mosques and community centers became hubs for Hamas's operations, extending its reach deep into Palestinian society. However, this blend of welfare and warfare also attracted controversy. Hamas's commitment to armed struggle, including suicide bombings, drew international condemnation. The group's strict interpretation of Islam, outlined in its 1988 charter, further fueled concerns. The Oslo Accords, signed between Israel and the PLO in 1993, marked a turning point. Hamas rejected the accords, viewing them as a betrayal of Palestinian aspirations. This stance deepened the divide between Hamas and the PLO, leading to violent clashes. Despite facing crackdowns from both Israel and the Palestinian Authority, Hamas remained resolute, its roots firmly planted in the Palestinian struggle. The 1988 Hamas Charter provides a window into the group's ideology. Steeped in religious language, the Charter portrays the conflict with Israel as an existential struggle. It rejects any compromise on Palestinian land, calling for Israel's destruction and the establishment of an Islamic state. This uncompromising stance, however, has evolved over time. While the Charter remains a core document, Hamas leaders have hinted at a willingness to accept a Palestinian state within the 1967 borders. This pragmatic shift suggests a potential recognition of the two-state solution, although it remains controversial within the group. Hamas's ideology is a complex tapestry woven from various strands. Palestinian nationalism forms its bedrock, fueled by the injustices of occupation and displacement. This nationalistic fervor is intertwined with a strict interpretation of Islam, viewing the conflict through a religious lens. Finally, Hamas draws inspiration from the Muslim Brotherhood's philosophy of Islamic social justice and activism. This potent mix of nationalism, religion, and social activism has enabled Hamas to maintain its grip on the Palestinian psyche. Hamas is not a monolithic entity. It operates on multiple levels, encompassing a political wing, a social service network, and a military apparatus. This multifaceted structure enables Hamas to engage in diverse activities ranging from providing healthcare and education to conducting military operations. The political wing focuses on governance, diplomacy, and public relations. It participates in elections, manages ministries in Gaza, and engages with international actors. The social service network, deeply embedded in Palestinian society, provides a vital lifeline to the impoverished population. It runs schools, hospitals, charities, and relief programs, filling the void left by a struggling economy. The Izz ad-Din al-Qassam brigades constitute Hamas's military wing. Responsible for armed attacks against Israel, the brigades are a constant source of tension. Their arsenal includes rockets, mortars, and tunnels, posing a significant security threat. The relationship between these different branches is complex and often fraught with tension. Pragmatists within the political wing may favor negotiation, while hardliners in the military wing prioritize armed struggle. This internal dynamic creates a constant push and pull, shaping Hamas's strategic choices. Hamas's international standing is a subject of intense debate. Designated as a terrorist organization by many Western countries, Hamas faces sanctions and diplomatic isolation. Its use of violence against civilians, coupled with its uncompromising rhetoric, has alienated potential allies. However, Hamas enjoys support from several regional and international actors. Iran, a staunch opponent of Israel, provides Hamas with financial aid, military training, and political backing. Turkey, despite its close ties with Israel, maintains contact with Hamas, viewing it as a key player in the Palestinian arena. Arab public opinion often views Hamas favorably. Its steadfast opposition to Israel resonates with those who see it as a legitimate resistance movement fighting against occupation. Hamas's social service provision, particularly in impoverished Gaza, further enhances its image as a defender of the Palestinian people. The international community faces a dilemma in dealing with Hamas. Ignoring it risks fueling further violence and instability. However, engaging with it could legitimize its use of violence and undermine efforts to revive the peace process. Finding a way to reconcile these competing imperatives remains a critical challenge for the international community.